Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hey, how are you? This is your man Joe. Just got a good idea. Pop this up a little better. There you go. Alright. That looks a little better. Okay. So, here we are, Christmas Day. I have a little bit of a Geo-Negative axis reading for you. If you haven't gotten the book, it's about time. You understand? There it is. Gannon Publishing. You gotta look out for this publishing company. It's up and coming. Gannon Publishing will be the #1 leading source for all education. That's what the intention is. I mean, we may not get that far, but there's always some people that want to teach people nonsense. So, here we are. Just got out of the shower. Don't look dead. Yeah, I haven't shaved. What can I do? Nothing to shave for. As of today. Okay, here we go. Oh, look what we have here. Mr. Einstein. Relativity is the base. Einstein didn't realize that Earth's really on a geo-negative axis, or light in the negative, to substantiate all existence. That it is natural occurrence, and therefore resplendent or from a divine order. He kind of left it as whimsical ensemble of occurrence that has an awkward tendency. He did see it as at some points in his writings, the left out understanding. So what does that mean? That means that Einstein actually put himself that there's more to what's going on, that we're not just sitting here talking. Because yeah, there's connectivity. Actually, when you see them, when the male, when opposites side or the same side, depends on what you're into, right? When they talk to each other, and there's something more going on. It's not just what it seems like it is. So here it is. Also meaning things works based on how they are arched and programmed underlined by Geo-Negative. So not only is there relativity, but within relativity, how relativity sets off is also how things are arched and how things are complex, right? How they're made. So that's what Geo-Negative is stating. That if you just have relativity alone and you don't base it on anything, then what is it relative to? It has to be based on something. If you know the laws of math, in order for something to work, it has to be based on something. So in order for x plus y to equal 35, x and y have to be based on something. In order to find that, you have to find out first what y is, etc. And that's why those other things come in. So, basically the understanding is that we have to have Geo-Negative. Geo-Negative is a negative axis. How is there a negative axis? Everything is negative. In order for cash to work, you have to negate it. You have to give it up. In order for most things to work, there's a certain level of negation, right? In order for it to work, period, you have to negate other things. You can't, spend your whole day not working and then expect work to be done, right? We all have that tendency. And, people get distracted. This world's very distracting. So instead of people just helping each other work, see, we should be more inclined towards each other's work than anything else. Not, hey, how are you? How can I feed off of you? No, how are you? Do you have enough work? Do you have enough? Can I help you with anything? That is actual human civilization. So what you've been taught is to rely on the power of money, which is not exactly the only power, as we're explaining. Even the idea of talking to one another, Einstein didn't know what that was. He said it in a memoir or something, or some kind of journal. He was like, this is troubling because there's something there that I'm not seeing. He said like that, and I'm not missing something here. This can't be complete because there's an interaction that we're just not picking up on. Everything is not conclusive in our interaction. We don't understand. So that's where Geo-Negative comes in and why it's so good to have this knowledge. If you're trying to get ahead in anything in life, knowledge is what you need. It separates the animals from the humans, actually, knowledge. If you know what you're doing, like Socrates said, if your life unexamined is not worth living. If you don't have the tools to examine yourself, then it's not worth living that life, they say. That's what you have to see. Knowledge gives you the tools to examine who you are. So it says, if you are searching for power, ultimately you will find the source being air. Back then, which allows fire to exist and makes all matter shift to resolve and even decompose properly and accordingly. So really what they were looking for, they were looking for energy for a long time. And then Tesla basically topped it off, and then they kind of just, said, hey, we're going to sell this in increments just to, pay our way, have our cake, and eat it too. So that's the thing. Society gets basically sacrificed a lot of the time for this. Certain individuals, could be 1, could be 5, could be 10. But they say, hey, we're not going to move forward on that because then we'll be spending whatever we're consuming will be less, which doesn't matter. They still have enough money to eat and to live in their homes, but they don't care about the rest, and that's the problem. So GNA kind of gives a better platform for everybody. Now also to the point that we're connected and there is a knowledge. There is connectivity. We have to stick to connectivity. If there is no connectivity, how else would you get ahead? Think about it. If you're not connected, what are you going to do? Like if you're disconnected, you're disconnected. So you have to rely on GNA. And then, so that's a good little one. So now we're going to do a little Christmas carols in Sanskrit. Let's see if we can try. And you guys have a great day. Merry Christmas 2017. Namaste.